What's up, Namie Amuro fanatics? And this is Steven, and I'm back with another lyrical analysis. This time I'll be analyzing Namie's song Full Moon. And this song comes from her album Play. And this lyrical analysis was requested by YouTube user LV90047 space period. So thanks a lot for the request. As well, feel free to check out her YouTube channel. She has a lot of very interesting videos in reference to J-pop music. And let's see, this song, Full Moon, is not a single. It doesn't have a music video. It wasn't used to promote the album at all. But nevertheless, it's an interesting song. I do enjoy the song. So therefore, it's worthy of a lyrical analysis. So, without further ado, here we go. It's 1 a.m. and I've got butterflies in my stomach. Okay, so usually at 1 a.m. I'm like asleep. But Namie, she's like up and she's got butterflies in her stomach, so she's like nervous about something. And I'm not sure what she'd be nervous about. Namie, what you be nervous about? It's awfully cold and my senses freeze. So I'm guessing she like somewhere in a cold place, I don't know where she at. She could be, it could be like really cold in Japan right now. It could be like wintertime. Then again, she could be, kind of like in her home and, she just, cut the AC on really low and it's really cold. Or either she's like, in Antarctica or something. I don't know. There's so many possibilities with this. Can't solve this mystery by turning pages. So, I'm guessing like you can't really solve the mystery by, turning the pages, which symbolizes that, this is not a mystery book. It's not a mystery book. This is for real. The second hand goes tick tock, tick tock. I can't sleep. So again, this is the second hand on the clock. Anybody remember analog clocks? Anyone still uses analog clocks? I think some people do. I will say that I had a coworker. We were both coworkers, and then we both went to different jobs. And at her current jobs, she said that one of her coworkers had, they were wearing a analog watch, and she asked her, she asked her coworker what time it was, and she said, she didn't know how to read the clock. She doesn't know how to tell time on an analog watch. It's just for fashion. And I'm like, what? What adult doesn't know how to tell time on an analog clock? That's like the first thing or one of the first things you get taught when you go to school, right? Am I the only one who was taught that? But nowadays, I guess you don't have to use it so much because everything's digital now. But you might still want to be able to tell time on an analog clock. That's not a good look, especially if you're like an adult. Let's see. Next lyrics. As soon as I make the decision, I'm jumping to my car. So I'm guessing she's in some like a moment or some type of a situation where she has to make a decision. And I guess either way the decision goes, she's gonna jump into her car. Okay, all right, fair enough. I didn't know that Namie was really much of a driver. I thought she just had like more of a paper license. She has a license, but she doesn't really use it, as far as I know. I do remember like it was like on the making of the video for Say the Word, she was driving and she was like, it's scary or whatever, and I think somehow I wound up getting out that she doesn't really drive that much. So I guess, Namie done started driving now. So good for her. To the moon. Not too far. Okay, so she gonna like drive her car to the moon. This must be some like, what kind of car are you driving? I know that Japanese people do have awesome cars, but I didn't know they were this awesome. Namie, gotta hook me up with one of them cars. All right, let's see. The car stereo's rocking with a special beat that's wild and fast. Wild and fat. Sorry. Okay, so this beat is wild and fat. Okay, that's interesting. This might be a foreshadowing to Namie's song, Wow, where she's like, get wild, get wild, that song, you know. And let's see, at the sign, kick, clap, let's start. So apparently, um, when you get to the sign or whatever, you kick and you clap. And I don't know who you kicking, and that's gonna be dangerous because you're gonna kick the wrong person, and that person is gonna turn around and knock you out. So you want to be careful with that. Now you can't be giving people just any type of advice up in your songs. You gonna be accountable for your actions one day. Let's see. Here is the awesome chorus. Here we go. I lose control. Okay. I lose control because tonight, yeah, it's a full moon. Okay, so here is that whole full moon thing because it's like a reference. It's like a lot of cultures or stuff, and they like associate the full moon with like some type of like supernatural activity or activity beyond the human type of thing. A midnight cruise flowing with a sweet scent. So she is cruising, at midnight. I thought we was at 1 a.m., but whatever. She's cruising, and it's overflowing with a sweet scent. So she must be somewhere where it smells good. All right, that's cool. It's cool that you are in a place that smells really good. It feels almost like before the typhoon. That's not okay. That's good if the typhoon never comes, but if the typhoon comes, then that's not good. You might want to drive your car to you know the nearest shelter, like hurricane, typhoon, tornado, whatever shelter, cyclone. I can't be ambiguous. That's the rule. So you can't be ambiguous. So Namie says she don't want to be ambiguous, and I wonder if she mean like racially ambiguous, or either she's saying like she can't be clear, or can't be exact about whatever's happening. Because I guess like back in the beginning of her career, I guess she did have sort of a look that kind of gave her some ambiguity, and I think that's part of where her team was able to come up with the whole 1/4 Italian thing, if they did come up with that. I'm not sure if it's true or not. Again, it doesn't matter. It's just like a weird. I didn't know it is, but I guess that is sort of a marketing strategy, though. A lot of people do use that, I guess. Some celebrities that kind of have an ambiguous look to them, they sort of kind of like market themselves a certain way where they don't necessarily, they try to remain like race neutral, where they're not really part of one race or the other. We all know who some of those celebrities are, at least one of them, like The Rock, like he seems really one of those like people like that. No, race neutral, and I had no qualms with it or anything. Business, no hating from me. Let's see. I can't be ambiguous, so Namie can't be racially ambiguous. Fair enough. All right, she is a proud Japanese woman, so that's cool. That's the rule. All right, I respect that rule. Somebody needs somebody. Somebody wants somebody. Okay, all right, fair enough. All right. Everyone talks somebody. I think talks about somebody. I'm not sure. I don't know if that was like an original English lyric or lyric, or it was just translated like that. All right. It's that kind of party, 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 party under the moon, under the full moon. And I think at this part of the song, it's like it kind of gets to that weird point where it's like full moon, and there's like everybody wants to party. It's the party, 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 up, 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 up and down, ooh, up and down, like that part. And I like that part of the song, but These lyrics don't seem to really reflect that, though. I guess they didn't want to do all that, like, dan, dan, dan. Like, I guess that was kind of like weird to write, or type. All right, on to the next. From here and there comes a Wolfman's Howl because of the full moon. Because when the full moon's out, the werewolves come out. That kind of helps. It transforms them like people into werewolves. Can only men be werewolves, or can women be werewolves too? Because they usually only like put men in that role a lot of times. I think I have seen maybe some female werewolves, maybe, kinda, but usually, it seems like more of a guy that turns into the wolf. And perhaps that might be because maybe it's like some type of a like sexual thing as well for some people. How about, let's see, mermaids? Another mythical creature. Can only women be mermaids? Can men be mermaids too? I guess it's only because like men only sight the mermaids because back in the day when like men used to be at sea for like long stretches of periods of times and stuff like that. So I guess they didn't want to sight like a dude mermaid. Like they don't want that. I guess like, well, it's probably somebody. I'm pretty sure someone on that crew probably did, but I guess the majority of them would rather female mermaid or a mermaid versus a merman. All right, back to business. The White Rabbit's Bashful. Okay, so the White Rabbit, and this kind of is like a reference to, I think like Japanese people believe that there's a rabbit on the moon and he comes out during the full moon or something like that. So this is like kind of like a reference to that. I disguised myself and memorized the manual. What manual you memorizing? So she disguises herself because she a star and she don't want folks to be recognizing her, and she memorized the manual. What manual? Or which manual? I don't have a clue. I really don't. Excuse me, Miss, Mister, Miss Masquerade. Okay. I don't know what that's all about. Anywho, on to the next lyrics. There's a time limit, like in fairy tales. Okay, so I'm guessing she might be making a reference to like Cinderella here, because it was a time limit, because she had to be like out of the ball and back at home or whatever, like by 12, before like the magic and stuff wore off and everyone found out who she really is. Just 3 millimeters till I touch your heart. So Namie is just 3 millimeters away from touching this dude's heart. So I'm hoping Namie's been trained to be like some type of medical person if she's like really that close up on somebody's heart about to touch it. Next one's on you. Come on, reality or dreaming? Don't know. In the end, it's love, hate, life, pain, everything. Yep, that is true. Life is all about that. And, what they have is all about that too. Alright, those are all the original lyrics to the song. And the rest just repeat the chorus again, and then the bridge. I don't even think there's really lyrics to the bridge. It's just like, just like mindless jibber jabber. There's no music video to this song, so can't really say anything about it. But I will say that I do like the performance of this song on the Best of Fiction tour, when she's like going through the like her dancers are like dancing on like the long stretch of the stage where it's like the walkway, and they have like the I don't know what they call it, the thing set up. I guess like the handrails or whatever set up. It might be handrails on it or not. I don't think it's handrails this time. But anyway, she's going through the her dancers, and she's moving it this way and that way and that way, and it comes off as a really good performance. And I'm not quite sure if she's lip syncing this song on that performance or not. But either way, it's a good performance. But that's all I have to say for now. Thanks a lot for watching. Feel free to comment. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to give me a thumbs up. It's greatly appreciated. Until the next video, adios and goodbye for now.